Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial or in this video I'll be showing you how to make this top with this pineapple stitch in the middle. It's more of a halter top and it will have tie backs for the back on both sides, and this is how the neck will look like. Okay, so for this video you'll need a crochet hook, preferably 3.75 or 4mm. You'll need a medium weight yarn, but since I'll be using this thin yarn, I'll double it because this is what I use to get my gauge. I'll also leave for you the gauge so that you can check out if your work corresponds with the gauge. Another thing, you'll need a tape measure and a pair of scissors. So let's just head over to the video. We'll start by making the neck part, and to do that just make a slip knot. And then you chain 6. After chaining 6, you turn back or return your work and you place a single crochet in the second stitch from the hook. You skip the first one and then on the second one place a single crochet and single crochet in each stitch down the line. When you're through, you'll have 5 single crochets. The chain one that you skip doesn't count as a single crochet. So chain 1, turn your work, and then single crochet in the back loop only. You'll have 5 single crochets in the back loop only. Okay, you'll have 5 single crochets in the back loop only. Chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the back loop only. So just repeat this, chaining 1, turning your work, and then placing single crochets in the back loop only until your piece measures 10 or 11 inches. So let's just do that and let's meet when you're through with the neck part. Now I'm through with my neck area, and as you can see my work measures 10.5 inches. So roughly 10 1/4. If you stretch it out, it will be 11 inches. So I did 50 rows. Okay, so on my next step, I'll just chain 1 and start working on this bottom side. Since I had 50 single crochet rows, I'll have 50 single crochets along this area. So just place a single crochet at the end of every row. So to start with my first row and place single crochet in every end of row. When you're through placing 50 single crochets in this row, just chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So this is how our neck will look like. To continue now with the body of our top, we'll skip 10 single crochets, just count 10 stitches. And skip the 10. On the 11th one, you're going to need to insert your yarn. And just fasten it off. Like that. Go back with the same space or in the same stitch and chain 3. This chain 3 will be our first double crochet in this row. So place double crochets in each of the next 9 stitches. We'll have 10 double crochets if we include the first chain 3. So after we've got 10, we'll chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, place a double crochet in the 4th stitch. This is how it will look like. Then place 3 more double crochets in the next 3 stitches. So we'll have 4 double crochets here at the center. Chain 3, skip the next 3, 2, 3, and on the 4th stitch place double crochet. So double crochet in the next 9 stitches so that we can have 10 also at the end. So this is how our work will look like. 10 double crochets, chain 3, skip 3 stitches, 4 double crochets, chain 3, skip 3, and then 10 double crochets at the end. So when you reach here, you'll skip the 10 double crochets that are left. So our next row, we'll turn our work and then chain 3. The chain 3 will be our first double crochets. On the 2nd stitch, hope you can see, this is the first stitch, we'll skip it. On the 2nd stitch, place 2 double crochets. So this will be our increase. We'll be increasing on the 2nd stitch and the 2nd last stitch. After that, place double crochet in each stitch until we reach the space, the chain 3 space. So this is how our work will look like here. So to do, just chain 3 and place a double crochet in this piece, just in the chain 3 space, like that. Chain 3, place another one there, chain 3, and continue with double crochets in this side. So place double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. On the 9th stitch, you'll place 2 double crochets. And then we double crochet in the last stitch. So that will be the end of our row 2. This is how it will look like. Row 3, turn your work and then you chain 3, place 2 double crochets in the second stitch, and then you double crochet in each stitch until the chain 3 space. When you reach here, you'll need to chain 3 and place 4 double crochets in this chain 3 space. You'll skip the first chain 3 space and then work on the middle chain 3 space, placing 4 double crochets. Chain 3, skip the next 3 double crochet space, and then continue with your double crochet, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Turn, chain 3, 2 double crochets in the second stitch, double crochet in each stitch across until you reach the space. So what we'll do next, we'll chain 2, skip this space, then on the first double crochet at the middle you place 2 double crochets, and then place 2 double crochet in each stitch, the next 3 double crochets. So this is how it will look like. Chain 2 and then continue with double crochets in the third part. Don't forget to place an increase stitch here at the second last. And then the last stitch. Turn your work, then chain 3, increase in the second stitch, and then place 1 double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part. So this work will be in 3 parts, the first part, the middle part, and the last part. So if you hear me say the first part, the second part, or the middle part, just know that's what I'm talking about. So when you reach here, chain 1 and place a double crochet in the first stitch in the middle, chain 1, place double crochet in the second stitch, and continue until you reach the end of that middle part. Chain 1, chain 1, double crochet in the second one, so this is how our middle part will look like. Double crochets and chain 1 spaces in. So when you reach the end, we'll just chain 1 and continue without double crochet in the last part or the third part. Don't forget to add an increase at the second last stitch. Two double crochets in the second last stitch, then a double crochet in the last. So turn your work, chain 3, place 2 double crochets in the second stitch, and double crochet in each stitch across until you reach the middle part. So when you reach the last stitch on this first part, chain 1 and place a single crochet in this chain 1 space here at the middle of the stitches. Chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet, next chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet, next space. Just continue until we reach the end of the middle part. So this is our last single crochet because it's between the last 2 stitches in the middle. Then chain 1 and continue with your double crochets. Place 2 double crochets in the second last stitch, and a double crochet in the last stitch. Turn work, chain 3, place 2 double crochets in the second stitch, then you double crochets until the end of the first part. When you reach this last stitch, just chain 1 and then place a single crochet in the chain 3 space here. Chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and continue to the last chain 3 space. So this is the last chain 3 space. You'll just chain 1 and continue with our double crochets in the last part or the third part. Placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Turn your work, chain 3, continue the pattern, 2 double crochets in the second stitch, double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. Okay, when you're here, just chain 2, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next space, chain 3, continue that pattern until the end of the middle part, chain 3, so when you reach the end, just chain 2 and continue with our pattern on the last part. Double crochet in each stitch across, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Turn your work, chain 3, 2 single crochet, 2 double crochets, in the second stitch, double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. When you're here, just chain 2, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next space, chain 3, single crochet the last chain 3 space, then you chain 2 and you continue with the pattern on the last part, double crochet in each stitch, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. So this is how our pattern will look like. You can see the apple or the pineapple is forming. Turn your work, chain 3, and then place 2 double crochets in the second stitch. Double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. So when you're done, just chain 2 and continue the double crochets in the third part. Turn your work, chain 3, to double crochet the next stitch, the then double crochet in each stitch across the first part. Okay, when you reach here, you're going to chain 3. Now you're not chaining 2 as the previous rows, just chain 3 and then single crochet in the next space. We skip this chain to space like that, chain 3, single crochet the next space, and then chain 3, continue with the double crochets in the third part. Don't forget to put your increase in the second last stitch. So turn your work, chain 3, 2 double crochets in the next space, or the next stitch, sorry, and then double crochet in each stitch across. When you reach here, chain 3, and then in this space we're only remaining with 1 middle chain 3 space. Place 4 double crochets, then chain 3 and continue with the double crochets in the third part. Place 2 double crochets in the second last one, then double crochet in the last space. So our first part rather is complete. You can see the pineapple stitch has already formed. So let's continue on the second part. You'll turn your work and then chain 3, two double crochets in the next stitch, and then double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle or the end of the first part. Okay, when you reach the end, what you're going to do next, just chain 3, and on the first double crochet stitch place 2 double crochets, and repeat that 2 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Like that. Chain 3 and double crochet in each stitch, not forgetting to place the 2 double crochets at the second last stitch. 2 double crochets, second last stitch, and then a double crochet the last stitch. Turn your work, chain 3, 2 double crochets next stitch, double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. When you're here, chain 2 and double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, double crochet the next stitch, chain 1, double crochet the next stitch, and repeat this until the end of the middle part. When you're done, just chain 2 and start your double crochet in the next stitch and double crochet in each stitch across, placing 2 double crochets in the last or the second last stitch. When you reach the end, turn your work and then you chain 3, place 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. When you've reached here, chain 1 and place a single crochet in this space, on the chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet in the next space, chain 3, single crochet next space. Just continue with this until the end of this middle part. Okay, when you're through, chain 1 and continue with the last part, placing double crochet in each stitch and 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Double crochet in the second last, then double crochet in the last stitch, like that. Okay, when you're through, turn your work, then chain 3, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. When you reach here, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next space, and continue with that pattern till the end of this middle part. Like that. Hope you can see. So chain 1 when you're through, and then continue with the double crochets, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Don't forget 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. And a double crochet in the last stitch. So my yarn is over, I'll have to add it on. So let's meet when you're starting your next round. In the next row, just chain 3, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, double crochet in each stitch till the end of the first part. When you reach the middle part, so chain 2 and then single crochet in this space, chain 3, continue the pattern. Like that. Chain 2, continue with a double crochet in the third part until the end, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Turn your work, chain 3, 2 double crochet next stitch, double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. At the end of this part, chain 2, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next space, continue until the last space. Like that. Chain 2 and continue with the double crochets to the last or the second last stitch where you place 2 double crochets. Don't forget to place the 2 double crochets at the second last stitch, then double crochet in the last stitch. On this next row, chain 3, place 2 double crochet in the second stitch, then double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part. When you're here, you'll need to chain 2, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next space, chain 3, single crochet the last chain 3 space, then chain 2 and continue with double crochet in the third part. Place 2 double crochet in the second last stitch and a double crochet in the last stitch. Turn, chain 3, 2 double crochet the next stitch, then double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part. So in your hair, you'll chain 3, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet the next chain 3 space, chain 3, and continue with double crochet in this last part, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Place 2 double crochets in the second last stitch, and then double crochet in the last stitch. Turn your arc, continue in the next row, chain 3, 2 double crochet the next stitch, then double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part. And you have the last double crochet, you'll need to chain 3. Skip this first chain 3 space and onto the next chain 3 space place 4 double crochets. Like that. Chain 3 and continue with the double crochet pattern, placing 2 double crochets at the second last stitch. Place 2 double crochets in the second last stitch, and then double crochet in the last stitch. Turn, chain 3, 2 double crochet the next stitch, then double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part. Okay, when you reach here, just chain 3, place 2 double crochets in each stitch here at the middle. Okay, when you're here, you need 3, chain 3, continue double crochet pattern, placing 2 double crochets at the second last stitch. Two double crochets second last stitch, then a double crochet in the last stitch, chain 3, in the second stitch place 2 double crochets, then you double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part. Okay, when you're here, chain 2, then double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, double crochet next stitch, chain 1, double crochet next stitch, and repeat that until you finish the middle part. Okay, when you're through, when you've done your last double crochet, chain 2 and continue with the third part, double crochet in every stitch, placing 2 at the second last stitch. Placing 2 double crochets in this second last stitch and a double crochet in the last stitch. Turn work, chain 3, continue the pattern, 2 double crochets in the second stitch and double crochet in each stitch until we reach the middle part. Okay, when you're done, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 3 stitch, chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 space, sorry, not stitch, chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet in that chain 1, chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 until the end of this middle part. Chain 3, single crochet in the last chain 1 space, then you chain 1, then you double crochet, and the double crochet, skip this chain 3 space, chain 2, sorry, then you continue with the double crochets, not forgetting to place an increase on the second last stitch. To double crochet this second last stitch, then a double crochet in the last stitch, turn, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, then you double crochet in each stitch across, okay, when you're here, chain another 1, place a single crochet in this single crochet in this chain 3 space, chain 3, place another single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and continue until you complete the chain 3 spaces. When you're done, this is how your work will look like. Chain 1, continue with the double crochet patterns in the third part. Place 2 double crochets in the second last stitch, and the double crochet in the last stitch. Turn your work and continue the pattern. Chain 3, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then double crochet in each stitch across until you reach the middle part. Okay, when you're here, you'll chain 2, a single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next, chain 3 space, next chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet next space, like that. Then mix chain 2 and double crochet in the double crochet. You skip this chain 1 space, then you double crochet here. and continue with that double crochet, placing 2 double crochet in the second last stitch. Place 2 double crochet in the second last stitch, and then a double crochet in the last stitch. Turn your work, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, then place double crochets in each stitch until we reach the end of this first part. Place the last double crochet in this first part, chain 2, 1, 2, and then in the chain 3 space we keep this first chain 2 space. In the chain 3 space, place a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the next space, chain 3, single crochet this last space. Then you chain 2 and you continue with a single crochet in this last part with double crochet, and double crochet in each stitch across. Place 2 double crochets in the second last stitch, and a double crochet in the last stitch. Turn your work and continue. Chain 3, 2 double crochets in this second stitch, then you double crochet in each stitch until you reach the end of this first part. When you're here, chain 2, place a single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet, next space, chain 3, single crochet, next space, chain 2, continue with the double crochet in this last part, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Don't forget to double crochet in this second last stitch, then a double crochet in the last stitch, turn, chain 3, 2 double crochets in this second stitch, then you double crochet in each stitch until the end of the first part. When you're here, your last stitch in that first part, chain 3, single crochet in this first chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet the next chain 3 space, chain 3, skip this chain 2 space and double crochet in the next double crochet stitch. So continue the double crochets in every stitch, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. So far, this is how your work will look like. I don't know if you can see. So this is the end of our pineapple stitch. So the next row, what we'll do, just turn your work, chain 3, place 2 double crochets in the second stitch, and then double crochet in each stitch until we reach the middle part. When you reach here, you need to chain 3, and then you place 4 double crochets in this middle chain 3 space. Chain 3, skip this 3 space, double crochet in the next double crochet. So you'll double crochet until the end, placing 2 double crochets in the second last stitch. Place 2 double crochets in this second last stitch. I'm sorry, it's raining here and I don't think if you can really get me, but I hope you will. Okay, when you're through, turn your work, chain 3, place 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then you double crochet in each stitch until you reach the middle part or the chain 3 space. Okay, when you're here, when you're through with your first part, place 3 double crochets in this chain 3 space, like that, and then place a double crochet in each stitch in the middle part, so far this is how it will look like. Then 3 double crochets in the next chain 3 space, then you can continue with double crochets in each stitch across that part. Then place 2 double crochets in the second last stitch, and the double crochet in the last stitch. So this will be the end of our main color and our pineapple stitch also. I'll be using this dark brown as my contrasting color. So insert your hook in the last stitch, grab your yarn, then you fasten it. This is how I introduce new colors, but if you have any method you can just go ahead and use that. So what we'll do, chain 3. This will be our first double crochet. Then you double crochet in each stitch across until you reach this end. We are not going to increase in this row. It will just be double crochet in each stitch. So I'm here and my total stitch count is 90 stitches. I'll chain 3, then I turn, and place a double crochet in the next stitch and double crochet in each stitch across to end up also with 90 stitches in this row. Okay, when you're through, just turn your work, and we'll now work the border of this top. So to work the border, we'll chain 1, and then we single crochet in the first stitch, then single crochet the next stitch, chain 5, chain another one, 6, then you chain 3. So after chaining 3, you turn your work, and then on the 4th chain from the hook, place a double crochet like that. Then in the same place we placed a double crochet, place 3 more double crochets. So you'll have 4 double crochets and 1 chain 3. Then we slip stitch in the same space. Chain another 3. Place 4 more double crochets in the same space or the same stitch. It will be like this. Slip stitch in the same stitch, chain 6, and then you skip 6 stitches, 1 2 3 4 5 6. On the 7th one, place a single crochet. So this is how your work will look like, the first flower or the first floral border. To continue, chain another 6, mark that 6th stitch, chain 3. On the 6th stitch that we marked, place 4 double crochets. And then slip stitch in the same space. Chain 3, 4 more double crochets in the same stitch or space. Slip stitch, chain 6, and this time around you're going to skip 7 stitches. Then on the 8th one we place our single crochet. So this is how it will look like. So just continue with this pattern. Chain 6, mark the 6th stitch, chain 3. On the 6th stitch place 4 double crochets. Then a slip stitch, chain 3, 4 double crochets, slip stitch, chain 6, skip 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. On the 8th one place a single crochet, chain 6, mark the 6th one, chain 3. On the 6th one place 4 double crochets, slip stitch, chain 3, place 4 double crochets, slip stitch, chain 3 6, skip 7, the 8th one, like that. Now I'm here and I'm remaining with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 stitches. So what I'll do, I'll just chain 6, chain 3 more. On this 6th stitch place my 2 flowers, then I chain 6. We'll just skip 7 stitches, 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then you place single crochet in this 8th stitch and a single crochet in the last stitch, like that. So this is how our edging will look like here at the bottom. Now when you reach here, just turn your work, chain 1, place a single crochet in that last stitch, chain 4, place a single crochet in the double crochet stitch, place a single crochet in this between these 2 stitches. I think it's the 2nd stitch. I don't know if you can see here, the top of this double crochet stitch, chain 4, place a double crochet in this double crochet space, like that, then double single crochet in this stitch, chain 4, single crochet in the double crochet stitch there, or space, I don't know. So this will be the end of our loops. we have 3 loops. So double crochet in this stitch like that, double crochet in the next space, and double crochet in the stitches. So you can either do this or place 2 double crochets in these spaces. But from here, from this second stitch, I don't know if you can see, I'll be placing 2 double crochets. Sorry. I'll be placing 2 single crochets in these double crochet spaces. I won't be placing them on the stitches, I'll just be placing them on the spaces. Like that. So when you reach here, you'll need to place a single crochet in this stitch here. So I'll hide my loose end and place a single crochet in that stitch. Like that. And single crochet in each stitch across this place. When you've reached the edge, just chain 1, chain 1 and place single crochet along this part also. So I've already placed 3. I'll add 2 more. So this is how it will look like. So when I reach this place, chain 1, then a single crochet along the top part also, placing 1 single crochet in each stitch. Then you'll turn your work on this other edge, chain 1 and place single crochet in each stitch. chain 1, single crochet in each stitch, turn, and single crochet in each stitch here. This is also the best chance to hide your loose ends. Can cut off now those ends once you've single crocheted them in. Then place another single crochet in this stitch. Don't forget this stitch. Now you can continue with 2 single crochets in every stitch down this other side here until you reach the second last color, the second last stitch in this main color. Okay, now we're here at the second last stitch. We've placed our 2 single crochets. So the next stitch, just place single crochet, then chain 4, single crochet in the next stitch here. There. Then single crochet in the next space, chain 4, single crochet then inside the same space, like that, single crochet next space, chain 4, single crochet same space, and then slip stitch in this last stitch, chain 1, and cut off your yarn. So our work is done. We're now remaining with this is how your edge will look like. It's so neat. This other side. So you'll just add the drawstrings at the back. To do that, you'll need to insert your yarn in this stitch here. Hope you can see. Working on the right side. This will be the right side. This is the wrong side. You can see how it looks as compared to the right side. So insert your hook, grab yarn, pull through, fasten off your yarn, and then chain 8 or more depending on your size. Chain 1, cut off your yarn, pull it through, tighten it, and then you cut the loose yarn. Turn the other side. Insert it this stitch here at the beginning of the loop. We'll insert our yarn, then you fasten it, then we chain 90. tighten it, and then you cut the loose ends. We're going to do the same for the neck part because it will be tied. So you locate the middle stitch. We did 5 single crochets in this row, so we'll identify the third stitch. Then I'm going to chain 30. Then I chain 1, cut off my yarn, tighten it, then I cut the loose end. So this will be our work. What is remaining will be to fix in the loose ends. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. You can subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time a video is uploaded. You can also share this video with your friends, and let's talk more. So thank you and bye bye.